You are packing a bag at 4 in the morning. Your hands are shaking so badly you can't zip the duffel. You have $1,100, a quarter tank of gas, and 6 hours before Dino realizes you're not coming. Your wife is asleep in the next room. Your daughter's shoes are by the front door, the little ones with the butterflies. The beginning was a poker game, and in the beginning you were winning. It starts the way these things always start. A coworker named Danny mentions a game. Thursday nights, a warehouse off Route 9. Buy-in is $200. You've played poker your whole life. Kitchen table stuff. You're not a gambler. You're a guy who's good at cards. That's what you tell yourself in the parking lot. The warehouse doesn't look like much from outside. Inside, it's different. Clean room, real felt tables, dealers and vests, a bar in the corner. You sit down, you buy in, and for 3 hours you play the best poker of your life. Week 7 is when the table changes. New players, bigger stacks. The buy-in goes to $500. You lose it in 40 minutes. Not because you play badly, because the new players are better. You rebuy. You lose that too. You drive home down $1,000. You go back with everything, the full $8,000. You are down $6,000 in 2 hours. Inside, something has detached from something else, a cable snapping in a place you can't see. Danny introduces you to Dino. Dino is not a player. Dino watches from the bar, drinking water. Danny says Dino can help with your situation. Dino says the terms are 3 points a week, paid every Thursday before the game, principal due in 8 weeks. He slides a napkin across the bar with a phone number. You call the next morning. The $10,000 lasts 4 Thursdays, $300 a week in interest, paid at the bar before you sit down. A cover charge for the privilege of losing more money in the room where you borrowed it. That's the thing about a gambling debt. It's the only kind of debt where the solution and the disease are the same thing. You borrow $10,000 to win back what you lost, and the place where you lost it is the same room where the man who lent you the money is sitting at the bar watching you play. Your wife finds the credit card statements on a Tuesday. She doesn't yell. She goes very quiet. She takes your daughter to her mother's house for the weekend. The apartment is very quiet. You sit on the couch and stare at the butterfly shoes and you calculate. Dino calls on a Wednesday. He doesn't call about money. He says he needs a favor. You work at a shipping company. He says there are containers that need documentation processed without the usual inspection flags. This would reduce your principal by $5,000. You think about it for the length of time it takes to calculate how many weeks of interest $5,000 represents. You say yes. The containers go through. Your principal drops. The relief lasts until Thursday when you lose $2,000 at the table. The relief wasn't a destination. It was a flat section on a slope that only goes down. The favors come faster. A second set of containers, a name on a vendor list, a shipment on a tight schedule. Each one reduces the principal. Each one gives you room to breathe. Each one makes you more useful in ways that have nothing to do with poker. You stop going to the game. Your wife came back but sleeps in the guest room. Your daughter still leaves her shoes by the door. The principal is down to $4,000. The favors have cost you the ability to go to the police, to quit your job, to explain any of this. The debt was never just money, it was leverage. And the smaller the number gets, the tighter the grip, because now you're not just a debtor, you're a participant. The last call comes Tuesday. Dino says one more shipment. He says it's different. He says you don't need to know what's in it. He says when this clears, the debt is zero. He says the word zero like it's a gift. You say you need to think. He says Thursday. You hang up, you sit in your kitchen, you look at the butterfly shoes, you open a drawer and take out a duffel bag. It is 4 in the morning and your hands are shaking. $1,100, a quarter tank, 6 hours. You don't know where you're going. You only know one thing. The game was never poker. The game was always the debt, and the house doesn't lose.